Hello, I'm Leanne from Crafter's Companion, and I'm going to show you how to use our brand new range of dimensional dies for Christmas. And I'm going to use the tree and staircase because I do like them, and I thought it might be something that you would like to see and how to cut them. So it's really quick and easy, guys. This is what we're going to show you how to make. So you can see we've got this beautiful Christmas scene here with our dimensional pop-out tree, our beautiful little picture window there, lovely little pop-out staircase with the swags and tails on, and then a sentiment, and we've got all of the decorative pieces in there. So how do we do this? How do we make this magic happen? Well, actually, we've done all of the hard work for you and all of the thinking, so it's really quick and easy. So what you're going to start with is a piece of card for your chosen finished design. I'm using A4 here. Actually, it's just a little bit shorter than A4 because it's going to make a 5x7 card. And what I've done, and this is really, really important, don't start off with a half fold card. Your card should not be scored through the centre to start making this design. I cannot stress how important that is. You're going to start and mark with a fine pencil line the centre of the card so that you know where you're going to position. So that's the exact centre with the fine pencil line. This is going to get covered up later, so it doesn't matter that it's there, but it is an imperative guide to get your pop-out dies in the right place. Then what we're going to do is take the two worker dies, and I've got the tree worker die set here. They're coming off the edge because I've already had them off there playing with them. And we're going to position the tree to start with. Now, when you're positioning these dies, build your sandwich in the Gemini machine backwards, so from the bottom up. So I've got my cutting plate down, and I've got my card on top, and now I'm placing my die face down where I need it to cut. And you're going to follow the notch on the die. So this one lines up on the bottom of those branches there. And you're going to make sure that the line runs parallel with the bottom of the branch, and that will cut the tree in the perfect place to pop out. You're going to keep it in place with some repositionable tape. This is really important. I'm just going to take a little bit of sticky off that. It felt very sticky to me, and it's extremely fluorescent. I'm sure your tape won't be this colour at home, but it works, it does the job, so that's all that matters. So I've got my tray nice and secure now. It's not going to move when I put it through. I've then got my little staircase, and I'm going to line up my staircase, and again we've got a little notch so we can see where the staircase needs to line up on the half fold. There's the little notch there. So that's included for you, so you don't even have to work out where the staircase would go. You just follow the notches that we've included on the dies for you. And then we're going to just keep this still again with a little bit of repositionable tape. There we go. And we build our sandwich up. So we're going with our shim, our magnetic and our top cutting plate, and we're going to pop that through the Gemini machine. If you're working on a smaller card base, then you could use the Junior as well, not a problem. So just move our plates to one side. You can emboss if you want to, but there really isn't any need. So then what you would do is remove your repositionable tape on all of the dies. Remove the die, and your design will be cut in the perfect place. Now, to save me watching me do that, because that's boring, I've got one in true Blue Peter style already done. So this is where I've removed the die and the repositionable tape. Then what you would do is take a ruler, of which my piece of card is going to be my ruler. Take your ruler and a scoring tool and score up to where the card folds. So you're going to score in between on the pencil line, wherever there's the pencil line, score, and that will make your designs come forward. So once you've scored, then you're going to fold, and when we fold it, it will pop out from the card. And what you can see here is these two little struts that you're seeing there are the support to make the tree come forward, and the tree stands perfectly because we lined it up on the notch. Same with the staircase. You've got your little strut here that comes forward to allow it to pop forward, and it pops out of the card absolutely perfectly there. So you can see how easy that is to do. So that's the card base. effortless. You just get your card, draw the pencil line halfway, line up your dies on the notches, pop it through the machine, put your score line in, bold it, and they pop out. So we've done all of the hard work and measuring and thinking for you. Then we can start to decorate it. Now I've got a couple of top tips for you in terms of how to get your pieces of paper for your decoration perfect. And they are, imagine this is a full piece of paper. So it hasn't got the design. You can see at the minute it's cut out perfectly to surround my tree there. Imagine that's a perfect piece of paper and I haven't cut the tree out yet. What you would do is line up your die. So put your paper on there, and then you've got this little bit at the bottom sticking out. You would then line up your die so you can see where that is, tape it down with a piece of repositionable tape onto your patterned paper, remove the card base from underneath, run this through and cut this through your machine. I've done the same with the staircase. Run this through and cut it through your machine, and then you will get the perfect outline to be able to do your matting and layering behind the Christmas tree. That's how quick and easy that is. Now the other thing I need to show you very quickly is we've included additionally with the staircase die, which is here, another die for you to be able to do your cutting and matting and layering of the paper. You can see that's an additional die there. That's my staircase in place. That's an additional edge die, and that will become obvious in a second for you. So you can cut the perfect mat and layer. Okay, so we've got the tree cut out and we've done the same for the staircase there. So now I can start to make my card. Now, with these, you always want your card to be inside another full same sized base. So I've got a half fold card here, and this will fit inside there to make that design. What I want to do is have the background here be the same as the front paper that I'm going to glue in place to make my wallpaper there. So if I just hold that, you can see that there. But I can see white behind here now, and I don't want to. I still want it to be the same stripe. So what do? Well, I decorate the back of the inside card. So if I just remove that paper for a second, what I've got here on one of my Xyron sheets is two prepared pieces of card, paper from the paper pad, which is that lovely foil stripe. And then all I would do is line this up. So I've got my two pieces of card. I'm popping that one on top of there and that one on top of there, so I can see approximately, I can eyeball where the paper needs to go. And this could be with one of your wet glues or a tape pen if that's what you want to do. And then I'm just going to pick that up. I can see where that needs to go. Line it up to the score line and pop it down. I can see that's in the right place there. Same with this one. Pick it up. Kind of eyeball where that needs to go. Line it up with a score line. Stick it down. And then I can see that that paper design, I'll show you when I hold that on top of there. There we go. Paper design can now be seen behind the tree and the staircase, so that when I put on my top design now, you won't be able to see. It'll be a little bit camouflaged, which adds to the magic because people can't work out what you've done when you do that. Now, if you just get it off a little bit off the edge like I have there, just take your scissors and from the back, trim where it's sticking over. Always better to do it from the back than to try and do it from the front, because invariably you'll take a chunk out of your card. Now you're going to pop it together, and I'm going to use a tape pen. So I've got my tape pen, and I'm going to stick along the top and down these two sides. I'm not going to put any glue here because I'll get a very attractive coaster, because my 3D items won't be able to pop out if I do that. It's very important that you just go around those three sides, top and bottom. And remember, with your glue tape pens from Crafter's Companion, always flick at the end. I'm sure you know that. Then we're going to stick this one inside here. So I'm just folding them in half so I can see where they need to go, lining it up. Lovely. Got that stuck in place. So now I've got my outside of my card where you can't see the cut details, and my inside of my card where I've got those lovely pop-out designs. And I've got my camouflage paper in the background. So now I can start decorating. So we've already talked about how I managed to cut the perfect matting layer here for my tree. So we're going to glue that in place. And because I need a little bit of manoeuvrability when I put that in, I don't want the glue to grab straight away, I'm not going to use a tape pen or the Xyron machine. I'm going to use what is, in my opinion, the very best glue in the world, all purpose, on the Crafters Companion website. Fantastic manoeuvrability. If you get it on your decorative paper where you don't want it, you can rub it away without affecting your decorative paper, and when it sets like concrete. So it gives lovely rigidity to your card. And because it's a wet glue, I've got time to get that slid into the perfect position to line up with both of my elements that I've cut there and just create my lovely background wallpaper. And then, can you see this little piece here? That's just going to get poked through and stuck down with my pokey tool. So now, because I did that background, you can see that's camouflaged very well, where you can't see through to the staircase. It just looks like a solid piece of wallpaper behind the tree and the staircase. We're going to do the same for the carpet. We've got a lovely floral carpet here, and I did this in exactly the same way. So I just laid the paper down, laid my tree on top, run it through and cut it, and that creates the perfect shaped matting layer for the carpet on the floor. So that's going to get stuck down again with all purpose. Wonderful. Okay, now we can start to decorate. So I've got all of the little accessory pieces cut out here ready so that you can see the fun but don't have to watch the boring cutting. The first thing I'm going to do is overlay my tree. So we've got a wonderful range of stamps which also come matching, and there is a little YouTube video which takes you through all of the supporting products, so go and have a look at that if you haven't seen that yet. If you're just happening across this demo and thinking, what is this wonderful product that we're talking about, there's a YouTube video for that. And what I've got with that is a supporting range of stamps where I've been able to die cut my tree and then stamp over and then just fussy cut it off, so I can have a tree which looks like it has foliage, and I can stick this over that white one there, and you see it fits perfectly. The stamp aligns wonderfully, so now I have in my sitting room a beautiful green Christmas tree. And then additionally, remember I was talking to you earlier, and I'm just going to grab this off here so I can show you this die and this one. Remember we were talking about the staircase and the additional die for matting and layering. So this, you get the die the right way around, Leanne. This is what we've done here. So we've cut it and then just snipped it off at the top here, fussy cut. And then this die is the additional die that I've included, which you would cut at the same time at the bottom of the staircase, and then gives you a layering piece so you can have the staircase in a different colour. Really clever, but really easy and effortless for you. We've again done all the thinking so that you've just got the pleasure of cutting out the pieces and layering them up. So you see how easy that was for me to create a red staircase. Very simple, very easy. I've then got all of my other little pieces here. So I've got my little star, which can be die cut, and we've done that in a little gold sparkly over the top for the Christmas tree there, little gold sparkle tree. Star even, little gold sparkle star. And then we've got our little snowflakes. Now let me just remind myself where I've put those. Yes. So we've got our window. And I love this because this is being used with the matching stamps. So we've got the die cut window and the frame over the top, but the matching stamp has been put behind before the frame is being put on. You see I've got that beautiful little wintry scene there. So we're in the living room, but we're looking outside onto a beautiful wintry scene. So I'm just going to stick that in place with my tape pen. You can use your 3D glues and etc. when you're doing it yourself at home and 3D it, if that's what you'd like to do. And then I've got lots of pieces of the foliage that come with the set. And again, I've just cut those out, and those can be laid up around the picture frame And on the staircase, if I can get a hold, there we go. And on the staircase, again, use your wet glues and your 3D glues to do this. All the way down there, we've got our little poinsettias as well, and we've got our snowflakes. Now, I'm not going to take too much time showing you that because you can decorate all that up yourself and you're going to make it look as you want for your living room. What I really wanted to show you was this particular die, because this one blew me away. I had an idea for it. I didn't know if it would work, but actually it works exactly as I wanted, and it makes it so much easier than having to fiddle on draping things over. So what this does, this particular die, is cut the perfect shaped swag so that you can have tinsel or ribbon on your tree. So if I just take this off here carefully and then lay this over, you see I've got some manoeuvring, but then what I have got is the perfect zigzag of tinsel or ribbon for my tree when it pops out. My little all-purpose glue is just coming out the edges there, so you let it dry before you close your card, just because I'm showing you how to put it together. So I think that's wonderful. And then you've got all of your little accessories in terms of your baubles, your candy canes, and your sentiment, and your ribbons and bows, all things you can decorate. So when you finish decorating it, with all of the little accessories that come in the set, this is what it's going to look like. And how fabulous is that? So we're using all of the papers from the paper pad. We've done that little swag as you've seen. We've put the little baubles and candy canes on there. We've done the foliage around the window with the little bows and poinsettias. We've done a little swag down the staircase. We've used a sentiment. We've got the snowflakes. All goes together really beautifully and really quickly and easily. And we've used one of our lovely embossing folders for the Christmas collection, one of the die cut sentiments on the front with a couple of the little snowflakes, using that lovely paper pad. So you can see how all of the range comes together so that you can create complete, wonderful dimensional Christmas cards. So that's just one of them. They all work in exactly the same way. We will have a gallery of all of the designs as well on the Crafters Companion website, so go and have a look at those. Do go and have a look at the video where I explain all of the product. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how to use it, and I'll see you back again soon.